Morning everyone, and welcome to the latest Martins Hill Mercury. It's been a good couple of weeks. Nice across the card double this week at Newbury with Dublin IV and at Musselburgh with Ratface McDougall. And it was a shame, Pop the Champagne was up at Musselburgh as well and was favourite for the bumper. And she managed to bang herself in the box, travelled up there absolutely fine, was final during the day, but she'd knocked herself in the stable during the afternoon's racing. So she was a non-runner, sadly. But Dublin IV, absolutely delighted that he's put it all together. He's enjoyed his chasing this year. He's been placed repeatedly, but just hadn't really had his conditions to get his head in front. Slightly extended trip, decent ground, and yeah, won well. Where he goes next, we'll have to wait and see what the handicapper does, but he enjoys his spring ground, so I'd hope that there's another nice race in him. And Ratface, absolute bless him. That's 2 wins in 2 weeks. He won very well at Hereford. Handicapper put him up 5 for that, and that was to a career high. Went to Musselburgh for the Northern Series Stayers final and won like a fresh horse. Max gave him an absolutely super ride. From the front, let him bowl along and just put the squeeze on everything and had them all off the bridle and won well. He has progressed hugely this year. I mean, he's improved something like 30 pounds in the course of the winter. So we will have to wait and see where he goes next. There's a chance we might go back over fences with him, so that's always an option. Marble Sands finished a very nice second under a penalty at Huntingdon in the bumper. I think we probably just ran into one there. One of Ollie Murphy's ran really nicely, also the other horse in the race under a penalty, and both of us pulled well clear of everything else. I think time will show that's a nice bumper. He'll now start his summer break. A couple of handicap debutantes in Get the Pot and Barakoff. Both ran very, very nicely. Get the Pot was unlucky. Met traffic coming to the second last. That just stopped him and he finished like a train to be beaten less than a length. So I'd like to think that there's a race in him before the summer. And Barakoff, big green baby still. But that was a really, really nice debut from him in a handicap. And again, he's one that will enjoy the better ground. So hopefully there's more to come from him during the spring. Looking to the future, Thundersock Sunday should be out again soon. He's handicapped. He had one spin around Hereford in ground that he didn't really take to in a handicap. He's another that should enjoy the better ground. Ask Henry, he returned to action, probably just needed the run and the ground was probably a little bit too soft at Utoxeter, but as it dries out a little bit, he'll improve and we should have a good summer with him. Phil Healy is a mare for whom the penny really started to drop last time, and I'd like to think that she will run a nice race. She's got a couple of entries this week and we'll see where she goes. It'll be a combination of ground and trip and what the opposition look like that dictate where she goes. New mare for us, Josie for BDR. She is another one that on the face of it, hopefully she's well handicapped. She's a mare, bit of sun on her back, bit of spring ground. We might well see some improvement from her, and she's got a couple of entries as well. I quite like the look of Newton Abbott Easter Saturday for her. And then a very smart, I think, new horse, Annual Review. Really nicely bred, hasn't done a lot wrong at home, been waiting for the better ground for him, and I'd like to think he will go well first time in a bumper wherever we go. He's in at Southwell on Wednesday. We'll have a look at that. Not in any rush with him. We'll just try and get it right first time. And then the two Cuddles, brothers and sisters. Skip the Cuddles and miss the Cuddles. Skip the Cuddles will go to Fosslas for the West Wales National. 3.5 miles on a decent surface. I hope will suit him down at the ground. And then miss the Cuddles. She made her debut for the season at Huntingdon. Fair play to Max. He never stopped pushing and kicking on her. She's a lazy mare. And he gave her a good run that day. She'll come on for that. We can step her back up in trip. And I would like to think that there's races in her through the spring as well. We're enjoying the sun being out. It's nice to be back on a sounder surface, nice going racing. And I suspect that by the time you all see this, owners will be back racing again. And the next step from that is crowds. And it'll be lovely to see everyone back actually on the track. See you all soon.